It's football time in Tennessee. Those words have long been associated with running through the tee, the glory of the checkerboard end zone, and the Big Orange ready to do battle. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Will kick it away first. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Leaves it with the running back. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get late.
Off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gators!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful defense.
The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw, feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Pulls it in. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
The Volunteers are marching down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. They'll give it to the back. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Let's go. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Get set. Fast motion from the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Sending the offense back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Might as well stick with him. Oh, gave the defender the business. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play and you knew it was going to be a pass, you cover everything short, but then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Power football with the run. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Finds his target down the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And this Big Orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Henry Hooker had an unbelievable run. They find that guy, man, their offenses have been so hard to stop.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Nine-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Using his legs, it's Freeman. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Direct snap. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
The field goal is no good, and they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They'll leave it with him. Gets away from one, finds room. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Using his feet. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They feed him again. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. And the Gators have a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Offense gets set for second down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Second down coming up. Little touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He looks that one in nicely. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. And they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the offense. Just going to keep it after the snap. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. He's looking to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to them on 3rd and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
Makes a move. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Sending the offense back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. He leaves it with his back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Gators will call on their punt team. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On first down, the quarterback sneak. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on 3rd down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Volunteers have their offense in high gear. He's going to pass. Caught on the outside, it's Freeman. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's going for it all. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
Great.
They'll take over.
Snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Second and goal for the offense. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Nebraska. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
At the 19-yard line. 2nd down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Freeman. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They go to the ground. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Got it behind the line. It's Freeman. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball.
He unleashes a long one. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. And the Volunteers are on the move. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. He's looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback. That you're
And the ball is picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. It's a reverse. Keeps the legs moving. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
What a great discipline shown by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Back open in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll operate out of split backs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain. The Vols headed quickly to the line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
They're trying to get to him, buying some time. He's going to let it go. Snags it down the right side. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line.
Man, it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's
going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Hoping to find one that works this time on 2nd down from the 7. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And the pass hits, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And in a 2-possession game, they'll take a knee. Defense can stop it a couple of more times. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They can stop the clock a couple of more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down. And now, after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on 3rd and goal. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple of more times. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.